Welcome back to the Danny Mac Road to Glory series on NCAA Football 14. If you are new here, I turned my 9-year-old son into one of the nation's top running back prospects. Now he's dominating in his junior season at Arkansas State University. So far through 4 games, Dan has carried the rock 103 times for 856 yards and 13 touchdowns. He's well on his way to rushing for over 2,000 yards this season. This week, the Red Wolves are taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. They have the 5th-ranked rush defense in the country. Time to put in some work. Start of the first, Dan comes out running the wheel route, makes the grab, and picks up 9 yards. A few plays later, Danny takes the handoff right, follows behind his blockers, and picks up 5. Next play, he gets it again, but UNC sends the blitz, and Dan only picks up 2. It's 3rd and short. Dan gets the stretch right, finds a lane, and he turns up the speed. He cuts and picks up 13. Later in the drive, Danny gets the power right. He drops those shoulders and picks up 7 more. Both teams would score, and Dan takes the pitch right, breaks it to the outside, makes a cut, and gains 12. Then Dan comes in motion, catches the screen pass, gets a block, and spins and only picks up 4. Next play, Dan swings out of the backfield, makes a grab, turns up the boosters. He picks up 12 on this play. 2 plays later, Danny gets the handoff, cuts it back inside, and gets spun down after a 5-yard gain. Now it's 3rd and long. Dan runs the seam route, but Trail throws it deep and gets picked off. Number 5 is not happy. UNC will come down and score a touchdown, and Dan takes the pitch, gets a great block downfield, sheds a tackle, and another, and he is gone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. What a run by the junior running back. But the Tar Heels score again, and Dan comes out running, finding a hole up the middle and getting 5. It's now 3rd and 3. Dan catches the screen pass. He stumbles, dives, but just gets enough for the first. The new set of downs for the Red Wolves. Dan takes the delay. He makes a cut and picks up 4. Later, Dan takes the stretch right, but the fullback misses his block, and Dan barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Next play, number 5 gets it again and gets met in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. A few plays later, Dan takes the handoff, can't find any room, and he only picks up 2. It's 3rd and long. Dan swings out of the backfield, makes a grab, runs over a defender, and picks up 14. 2 plays later, Dan runs the corner out, makes another catch, sheds a tackle, and picks up 12. New set of downs. D-Mac gets the stretch. He cuts it back inside, drops his shoulders, and bulldozes his way to 12. 2 plays later, number 5 would punch it in for the second time today, tying it up at 21 apiece. For behind the scenes fun and family vlogs, hit up our weekly vlog channel. We've got almost 1,000 family fun videos over there. Join the Mag Pack. Link is down in the description. Start of third, Red Wolves come out running. Dan cuts it back inside and stumbles to 8. Then he takes the counter, avoids a defender, cuts it inside, and fights for 9 more yards. Later in the drive, Dan takes the handoff, gets a huge block, gets a lane, and gains 9. Next play, Danny Mac gets his 3rd touchdown of the day. A-State up a score. UNC would get 3 on their possession, and Dan swings out of the backfield, makes the grab, shakes 2 defenders, spins out to safety, and gets pushed out after picking up 35. Take another look at this move. Dan is out here just taking ankles. Then on first down, Danny takes the pitch left, can't shake the defender and only gets a yard. But later in the drive, Dan takes the sweep up the gut and runs over to safety to get into the end zone. A-State up 2 scores. Start of the 4th, Dan takes the power right, gets the edge, but gets tripped up for a 4-yard gain. Then he takes the pitch left, catches a block, and gets pulled down after picking up 7. Next play, Dan finds a small crease on the left, cutting and picking up 4, but the drive would stall. Then A-State would get a safety, and Dan takes the stretch right, but only picks up a yard. Next play, D-Mac takes a delay, bounces off of 1, and picks up 3. A few plays later, Dan takes the handoff again, gets hit, and fights for 3 more yards. But UNC did a great job bottling Dan up in the 4th, but he picks up 9 on this run. After a punt from both teams, Dan finds a hole in the zone, makes a grab, and picks up the 1st. Then check out the footwork. Dan makes the grab on the sideline and toe touches to pick up 8. Later in the drive, he gets the handoff, finds a huge lane on the right, makes a juke on the safety, and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, A-State. UNC now down 13, and Dan looks to put the game away. Goes up the middle, bounces it out left, catches a block, and gets caught after gaining 30 yards. Then number 5 gets it again, cuts it back left, and picks up another 4. Next play, Dan takes the handoff, tries to bounce outside, but gets rocked for a 3-yard loss. Then on 3rd down, Dan takes the stretch right, sheds a tackle, and another, and gets to the 30-yard line. Next play, Dan goes up the middle, spins out the defender, and turns on the burners. He fights his way down to the 2-yard line, and it would lead to an A-State touchdown, and that would do it. A-State wins in impressive fashion, 51-31. Another dominating performance for the Red Wolves, and Danny had himself a day. 35 carries for 284 yards and 5 touchdowns on the ground, and add on 9 catches for 109 yards. The numbers are crazy. Can Dan really break the NCAA single-season rushing record? Comments down below and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to hit those links down in my description. And follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG at Big C Gat Game. Ring the bell, join the Noti Squad, and we'll talk when we take on Georgia State. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.